Grab a beer and pull up a chair. Welcome to the Northwoods Beer Guy podcast. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Northwoods Beer Guy podcast. This is Mike, the Northwoods Beer Guy. And once again, I am joined by the best co-host a guy could have.
Hey there, buddy. How you doing?
Doing all right.
I had to do a drum roll for you there.
I thought it sounded like it. Yeah, so last week I had Susie on the show. You were still up north, and we did some carbless stuff, which was okay. I didn't mind it.
So is that, just for the listeners out there, is that technically beer, or is it not beer? Or what?
It's a gray area, I think. Yeah.
So it's still okay.
It's okay. It was definitely one of those where it was surprising to me. I've never really had any of that, much of it, I should say. And it was better than I thought it was going to be. But would I drink a lot of it? No. But
did you say that you haven't had much of it? So you're saying that you've had it before?
Well, when Susie and I did the one other podcast,
See, I can honestly say I've never had one.
Well,
see, I'm keeping my palate clean.
Never say never. Something could happen. You never know.
I'm trying to stay true to my allegiance to beer.
Yeah, I hear you. It was different. We'll leave it at that.
All right. Well, so then you're keeping your man card. We're not taking that away.
Yeah, for now.
Okay.
I guess. So,
so what are we doing this week?
Well, I guess we, I know we've talked about we were going to start getting into some darker beers and such, but we found a bunch of IPAs.
Oh. Ouch.
So we're changing it up a little bit. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I know you're not a huge fan of IPAs, so it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. But I'm hoping that you're still, progressing in your ability to stomach them.
So you're expanding my palate for these IPAs.
Yes.
Well, I did take a sneak peek, and I mean, there are a couple that are intriguing.
Uh-huh.
A couple, because I think for me, the hardest ones are just a straight IPA.
Oh, sure.
Those that are super hoppy, that are like over the top, just nothing but hops. A little bit hard to swallow. But some of these, like the hazy ones, some that might have some fruit, those I could hopefully do. So
right.
I'm going to give you my honest opinion. I don't think we're going to break the top off the scoreboard.
No, probably not. I don't think we're going to be, flirting with that Van Winkle barrel stout at any time soon. But you never know.
Right. Well, there's always a chance. Very, very.
No matter how slim it might be, there is a chance.
Yes.
Awesome.
So what do we got first?
Well, I tell you what, the first one that we have, and it's kind of interesting because we have been to this brewery.
Yes.
It's out of Cornell, Wisconsin, and it is Moon Ridge is the name of the brewery, and it's the Raft.
The Raft.
India Pale Ale. Yep. And the logo is kind of a neat, it looks like a dock. Well, I suppose it's supposed to be a raft. I suppose like a wooden raft. It's got a cooler on it, like a Northwoodsy kind of scene. Kind of cool.
So, I couldn't find the ABV or IBUs for this one. Mm-hmm. I know we looked on Untappd, so we couldn't find it.
Yep.
So the only thing it said here was the Raft IPA delivers a bold, hop-forward experience with a crisp finish, perfect for those who appreciate a well-balanced and refreshing brew. This IPA captures the essence of adventure with every sip, making it an ideal choice for hop enthusiasts. We'll take a drink, and then I got a little more info on the actual brewery itself.
Okay. Smells like a...
Not over-the-top aroma.
No.
Not bad.
It does have a little bit of a dryness on the finish.
Yeah.
But not as bad as what we've had on some of them. That's for sure.
Not over-the-top hop.
Not what? Could you say that?
It's not over... It says hoppy. Maybe they say well-balanced, refreshing. That is definitely true.
Yeah. Yeah, I say, I don't... You get the hop. I'm not going to deny that, but it's not bad.
It's not like one of those that's going to kick you right in the knee.
Right.
This is okay.
It's all right. Yeah, I'm surprised.
For IPA?
Yep.
So what I did find here, it said it looked like... Because how many times do you think we went by Cornell and this...
A lot on the way to the campers and such,
right.
Yeah.
But it sounds like in 2023, Moon Ridge found new stewards. Nicholas and Andrew, lifelong friends whose journey began in the aisles of the Onalaska Home Depot.
Really?
United by their shared military backgrounds, Nick was in the Air Force and Andrew was in the Army. They bring together a unique blend of skills and experience to the brewery.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
No. So they bought it in 23?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I had no idea that they got sold because, like you said, we drive by every time we go north, and well, I shouldn't say every time, but a lot of times we've been past it, and they did expand it here a few years ago, where you can go by and look right into where they're brewing and such.
Yep.
And like I said, when we stopped there, you remember that we had pizza there, and it was really good pizza.
Yeah, and this month, when we had that, it must have been a different group than
Yes.
it is now. So it probably would be worth to stop by there again.
Yeah, no doubt. I was gonna say, especially since it's under new ownership and stuff, I'm sure they're doing things a little different or whatever. Yeah.
But, I mean, this doesn't taste bad. I mean, if their beers are like this, I mean, this is okay. I mean, I'm not a big hoppy guy. I'm not a big IPA guy. But I mean, like you said, the little bit of a dry finish, but not bad.
We've had way worse.
If you're drinking an IPA, you know that it's going to have that always. So, I mean, but I think they like it said, it's well balanced.
Yep.
I mean, that's pretty good.
I agree. I'm impressed. I think they did a good job. You could definitely drink that and not be
turned
like,
off.
Right. Yeah, I think they did all right.
So what are you thinking on score?
I think on this one, and the hard part, I guess, is it's the first one that we're doing. So, but I'm going to go like a 2.6. I think it's a little better than average. I do like I think it is balanced. The aroma was very good. And it's not that over the top where it dries out your tongue and you're like, So yeah, I think it was good. I think most people could drink it. And if you're not a big IPA fan, I think you could still enjoy it because the hop isn't terrible.
Yes.
We've had, some that are lower, kind of a hop flavor as well. A lot more that are higher.
Yep.
But yeah, I think it's a good representation.
Everything you said is spot on. I mean, I 100% agree. And especially for me, not liking IPAs, I was not turned off by this. Is there a little bit of hop on the finish and the aftertaste? A little bit, but still not enough to really turn me off from it. So I think, like you said, I could actually drink a bottle of this if I had to.
I am glad I'm sitting down.
Yes, so I actually think it's one of the better IPAs I've had, so I'm going to say a 2.7.
Okay, yeah.
So thought that was good.
Yeah, definitely.
So I do have a question for you here.
Oh, boy. Okay.
So, Mike, I know we've done a lot of Oktoberfest beers, some pumpkin beers, and I just happened to find a couple little nuggets of information.
Okay.
And I wanted you to test your knowledge to see if you've actually been reading the newspaper or been listening to what's going on.
Okay. Now, this is Oktoberfest?
Oktoberfest.
Okay.
So, you know where the big Oktoberfest USA is in La Crosse?
Yep.
And it just finished.
Just wrapped up.
They just unveiled a new statue that falls right in line with that. Who was that statue of? It's actually, it is a person.
Okay. Now, this is out of the newspaper? Because I don't get the newspaper.
I checked my phone.
Oh, your phone. Dang it. Oh, I got a phone. Who? Oktoberfest. Statue. Oh boy, the prince that got married.
You're close.
The lady that got married.
You're close.
Oh.
King Gambrinus.
Okay.
So
who's that?
He is a legendary European figure and icon of beer, brewing, and joviality.
Wow.
I thought you knew. I thought that was going to be an easy one for you.
Nope.
Wow. All right. Well, let's get the next beer because there's a couple more questions that kind of tie in with that. But
Great.
They just unveiled that statue.
Huh. So it's at the Oktoberfest grounds?
Yes.
Or okay.
Yep.
Huh. Interesting.
So when we do Between the Bluffs again, it's like right there.
It should be right. Yeah. We'll have to check it out.
Yeah.
That should be interesting. All right. Well, the next one we have is by Sierra Nevada, and it's their Pale Ale.
Yes. Well, and hopefully those people, isn't this from the Asheville, the Western North Carolina?
Yeah, they're still dealing with that, and hopefully our thoughts and prayers go out to everybody that was affected, that are trying to help, that are all that. It's just a terrible thing.
And I'm sure it's probably impacting their ability to brew, I bet, too.
I'm sure. Because there's in Asheville, there's a lot of breweries. Oh, yeah. So it's not just these guys. There's a lot of them that are in that area.
Not able to get their product in, or the materials in and the product back out.
Yeah. Or even, who knows, if it was flooded so bad.
Right.
They're probably not even operational right now.
Oof. Let's see here what we got. Pale Ale ignited a craft beer revolution. You could even say it saved an industry from extinction. Heavy on hops with intense aromas of pine and citrus, balanced by smooth caramel malt. Taste and see for yourself why Pale Ale is a legend. Order for local delivery or use to track it down.
Okay.
Well, that's got me intrigued because, I mean, there's...
Let's see, the aroma is still, it's not.
So this isn't gin, is it? It said pine.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I mean, the aroma isn't that strong.
No, it's not. I'm trying to, what that smell is. It's a little bit darker, isn't it? I mean, the beer, I mean, it's
a little bit darker than the Moon Ridge
yellow,
was.
yeah.
Yeah. See, that's when they're saying that a lot of hop flavor, really not that. I don't think there's that much.
No, I mean, what I forgot to say, 5.6 ABV.
Okay.
And 38 IBUs.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, this has got a smoother finish than that first one does.
This is almost one of those that, like I said, that it almost saved whatever, however they said that.
Saved the industry from extinction.
Yeah. This, I think Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is one of those that honestly is kind of a, how should I say it? When you think of a pale ale, because again, this isn't an IPA, it's just a pale ale.
Right.
But this is kind of, I think, almost the style everybody's trying. Or this is what they're trying to be, you know?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
So there's the IPA has a definite burst of the hop.
Right, where
but
pale ale is
a pale ale. Now, is this similar to the American pale ale? Mm-hmm. Okay, so it's the American version of the Indian.
Yeah, it's lower IBUs. Typically, where India pale ale is going to be the stronger, in the flavor and such like that. But I think, like I said, for a pale ale, this is a good.
Wow,
this is good.
I mean, just comparing the first two we've had, they're not bad, but this one's even better than that first one.
I was going to say this one's better than the first one. Even, I mean, it's good. I have no complaints.
Wow, this is thoroughly taken back by how decent. I mean, they're not. And again, I'm always a little hesitant. I mean, if I went to a brewery, I wouldn't order an IPA right off what they had on their list.
Yep.
Just because I've not always, but I've seemed to have some bad luck getting them. But now doing it this way, it makes it so much easier to try some of these.
Oh, yeah.
And get a little bit of a better feel for how the IPAs are, how they taste. I mean, but the hard part is we still wouldn't know what they taste like until we're doing this tasting like this to let people know. So.
Right. Yep. I agree with you. So yeah, I mean, the Sierra Nevada, that's a good one. I mean, like I said, it's smooth. Score wise, I'm going to 3. I think I like it. I think for a pale ale, it's definitely one that it's up there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really remember how the scoring has went for IPAs, but I mean, there's not many, I don't think, that we put at the 3 or above range. Is there?
Probably not many. We probably had a few, but I'm sure a 3 is one of the higher scores.
So, I mean, overall, so I guess for listeners out there too, I mean, this is really a good beer. So hopefully the weather doesn't impact their brewery too much, where they can keep brewing it. If they're brewing that's really good. I was going to say the exact same score. I was going to say a 3.0.
Okay.
I do kind of like it. I mean, it is okay. I mean, in comparison to the first one, this one is definitely steps above it. And I definitely think I could drink a full can of it without any problem.
Wow. I tell you what, I don't know. Something's going on. Yeah. I don't know what's going on here, but
and what's weird is I think these were actually in my fridge for a while, so they've been sitting there. So that's interesting.
Yeah. Little did you know.
Little did I know. Oh, speaking of that, little did you know.
Okay.
So we just talked about King Gambrinus.
Yep.
Okay. And he actually comes from ancient mythologies where it wasn't an actual person. So the question is, in what year did they start talking about the long lost German king named Gambrinus? What year?
Who started talking about it?
People, Italians.
Oh.
That's where it first came around.
I'll
give you a hint.
Okay.
It's the first number's 1.
I was going to say, I'm guessing it's not going to be.
So the first number's a 1.
First is a 1. Oh, boy.
Well, and just for everybody's information, Mike is still at minus 10 right now.
Well, it's going to be minus 20 after this one. Boy, I'm going to say the 1500s.
Wow. So you are very, very close, though.
Okay.
They 1498.
Oh, dang. That was close.
See, I said you were close.
Yeah, wow. I figured it'd have to be a long ago because the brewing has been around for a long time. So
it said the name became associated with beer in the early 16th century, 1500s.
Yeah. Interesting.
So there you go. You did okay.
See, I pulled that one. I just didn't get it right, but I was close. A lot closer than I thought. I was
you're only down 20 points now.
Yeah, see? Perfect.
I'm ahead. I got 200 points. You're minus 20.
You get points just for reading it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. See, I didn't know that. Yeah, very easy, yes.
So what do we got on tap next?
I'm still trying to figure out this whole scoring thing, but the next one we have, actually, Susie and I have been to this brewery as well.
Oh, really? All right.
And they're in, is it Superior?
I believe so.
I believe so, yeah. It's Earth Rider, and this is their Cloud Top Hazy IPA.
Nice. So it says 5.7 ABV,
Okay.
24 IBUs, hop aromas and flavors of orange, pineapple, and mango dominate this juicy IPA. A subtle bitterness balances the malt sweetness.
Huh.
Hold fast.
Let's see, on the can, because it's Cloud Top, is the name of it. It says, set sail on the clouds. Our Nor'easter-style IPA ballasts juicy hop aroma with flavors of orange, mango, and peach. Hold fast.
So there's no pineapple?
It doesn't say pineapple on the can.
Huh. Well,
but we'll find out. And it's somebody sailing
sweet
kind of thing on the can.
All right. So. It says Earth Rider is the first brewery in Superior, Wisconsin to produce beer for the region since 1967, when Northern Brewing Company ceased operations.
Wow. In 67, huh? Yeah. Interesting.
So, were you around then?
No. I was not born yet.
I think I'd already graduated high school.
I was going to say, I think so.
Ooh, there's some fruit in there.
Wow, yeah. You definitely, and it smells almost like pineapple when you said that.
Not bad, but it's just a different aroma. What is
a little different flavor.
Yeah, for an IPA. I guess when they said juicy IPA.
Yeah, well, in the can it says hazy. So same thing, basically, but a lot lighter color than the first ones. But yeah, I don't know.
A lot of, I think there's almost too much fruit. Is that possible? Because I really can't figure out what I'm tasting.
There's very little hop.
Yeah.
At all. I mean, I'm not getting like that dryness.
Dry finish, no.
But you're right. The fruit flavor, I'm having a hard time actually picking out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's not like I can taste. Oh yeah, that's peach or that's whatever. I'm not really distinguishing it.
So I don't know. It's not a bad thing. I mean, because the only hard part is it's hard to figure out what the flavor is. Yeah. Because with so many different fruit tastes in there, it's like
I agree with you.
I can't figure out which one is which.
No, I totally agree with you. It's not bad, but you just can't really distinguish it. You know what I mean? Very smooth, though. I give them that.
It's smooth. I mean, I just can't. I mean, for the listeners, I can't really tell you the exact flavor that it is.
Because what were the fruits again that it said was in there?
Orange, pineapple, and mango.
Okay, yeah, because I don't know. I
guess it's weird. Good, right?
Yeah, I like it. I could drink it, but I just can't distinguish because a lot of times, when you can, I get the mango, I get orange, or whatever. Or the pine, you think something would kind of stand out where it's very balanced. But yeah, I can't.
And like this one, I think of the first three, the finish is probably, for me, the best. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have the hop. I mean, the hop dryness is on the first two.
Yep, I give you that 100%. This has none of that at all. So that part's very good.
It's just trying to distinguish the flavors. It's not a bad thing. I don't know. It's not a requirement for any beer for me to understand what the flavors are, but I can't really describe it to anybody 100% accuracy what the flavor is.
Exactly. Yep, I agree with you there.
So you want to go first again while I get...
Oh, I can. Boy, like I said, I really enjoy the finish on it is super smooth. The flavor is good, but like I said, I do think you're right. Maybe there's just too much fruits where you really are kind of, like I said, I just can't distinguish the difference between them.
Yep.
Or there's not like a flavor that stands out that way. So I think for a score, I'm going to go a 2 point. I'll go.
See, I gave myself a little bit of.
Yeah, I'm in a corner already because I do think the flavor. I do like it better than the Raft, the first one, and I gave that a 2.6. So I'll have to go 2.7, I guess.
Okay.
I just think that if it would have been a little bit easier to distinguish some of those flavors, I'd have went higher.
Yep.
But I think it's just a little bit. Again, very good beer, but it's hard to, I guess, for me to identify what we're kind of tasting.
Yep. Spot on. I mean, you exactly what I was going to say. I mean, it is a hazy IPA, so I guess you're going in with the thought that it's going to have a little bit fruitier taste.
Yes,
and it definitely has a fruit taste. I just don't know which fruit I'm tasting because they're all competing with each other.
Yep.
It's not a bad thing. The finish is not dry like a regular IPA, so for me that's good too. I just wish I could figure out what those flavors were. So I think I'm just going to go just one tick lower than you might. I'm going to go 2.6.
Okay.
So not bad, but I mean it's a
very good flavor. But like I said, it's just I wish something stood out a little more.
Yes.
So
I think I might even have one more question for you.
All right. Yay. Is this the last one then?
Let's see here.
Oh, I can find more.
Oh. So here we go. This is a good. So again, this is a myth, right? Mythical,
Yep.
So the king was taught to brew beer by who?
Because did you say from what region? I mean, what kind of mythology it's from?
So it's
you know what I'm saying?
Italian, German. So it must be Northern Italy,
Oh, okay.
Southern Germany.
Okay. Wow. Boy, I don't know.
All right, I'll give you one. I'll even give you a hint.
Okay.
In exchange for being taught, the king had to give his unattainable love. So that should give it away.
Rumpelstiltskin?
The devil.
Oh, dang it.
So the devil taught him how.
Really?
Yes.
Well, that changes things now. Now this isn't so cool anymore.
But it must be good if they're put a statue of him at Oktoberfest USA.
Interesting.
Yeah. Huh. So I think there's maybe one more question on there.
That's wild. Yeah, I had never heard of that. That's
really?
That's interesting.
All right. So what do we got next?
Well, the next one we have, who's it by? Three Sheeps.
Three Sheeps. They got a good.
They have a pretty good variety.
Barrel aged process too.
Yeah. This is their Hazy IPA, and it's called Chaos Pattern. And you can see on the can, it's very chaotic.
Yeah.
Yes.
It says 6.6 ABV and 13 IBUs.
Wow. So it should
Hazy
be
IPA.
really...
Yeah. It says Chaos Pattern is delicious hazy IPA brewed for everyday drinking. It's the kind of beer that ticks all the boxes when you want to enjoy a hazy IPA or two, but don't really want to crack open that hard-to-find premium-priced IPA that you spent 2 days tracking down.
Oh, okay.
Chaos Pattern has tons of tropical fruit and citrus flavors, a soft, luxurious mouthfeel, and none of that, should I save this beer to share with my friends, guilt.
Whoever has that.
It's so good you may have trouble keeping your fridge stocked.
Huh. Interesting. All right.
Well, there's a lot of big hype on that one.
Yeah,
So
no doubt.
that's decent.
I give him credit. That was pretty interesting. Playing on the, do I save it? Do I share it?
Now this one looks a little lighter.
A little lighter too, yeah, for the color.
It does have good head, it looks like.
Yeah.
This is one of the first ones that's actually had decent head.
Yeah, the aroma, it's very, very mild.
Not bad. Not a bad aroma.
That one's got more, there's a hop taste to it.
Yep.
But you don't get the other stuff. You know what I mean?
Not the dryness
or anything like that, or the bite even. There's not a bite to it.
Yeah, this has a lot more hop flavor.
Than what the Earth Rider had.
And they said there's going to be all this citrus. I don't taste a lot of citrus. I mean, it's definitely one of the lightest in color that we've had today.
Yep.
But maybe for me, because I'm not an IPA guy, a little more citrus I think would have helped me with this one. Because the hops come through. Yeah, without a doubt. It
is interesting because, like I said, you get the hop flavor, but then you don't have any bite or dryness or anything like that.
Right.
And it's very mellow on the finish. Honestly, between those last two hazies, I think the first one I might pick is the Earth Rider. Actually,
I think that's what I would say that too. I mean, this one's not bad. It's not offensive.
No,
it's. I think that as a hazy, I guess I anticipated a little more fruitiness.
Yep, I agree with you. Still very good, but I like the flavor of the other one, the Earth Rider, a little better. Yeah,
it could. I mean, and Three Sheeps always has a good beer program, so I like it.
Yep,
it's just
I agree. It's a
little bit more flavor.
Yeah, score wise, what are you thinking?
Yeah, like you said, I like the Earth Rider for me. The Cloud Top. I think was just a little bit better. I'm going to say it like a 2.5.
That's exactly what I'm going with. I think this is still a very drinkable beer. Very mellow and such. I like it that way. But again, I think the flavor would have been enhanced a little bit more if we had a little bit more something.
Yeah.
So I think it's still a good representation, but I'd say 2.5.
Yeah. Not a bad beer, just a little bit tweaking. Oh, all right. I think we're getting close here on these questions.
Yeah.
You're only down 300,000 points.
Yeah, that's not bad. Better than I thought I was going to do.
So here, easy question for you.
Okay.
Beer lovers honor Gambrinus on what day? And it's called King Gambrinus Day. What day do they do that?
Like the specific date?
Yep, it's got a month and a day.
October.
Okay.
Well, I'm trying to think. Is it? Of course, it didn't say that it's like. I'm just going to say October 1st. I don't know.
So close. April 11th.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had a 1 in there.
Yeah, you had a 1.
There was a 1.
So
I was trying to figure, okay, is it going to be technically tied into Oktoberfest somehow? You know what I mean? That's why I went that route.
You were close, though. I mean,
yeah.
I got to give you credit for...
I was only, 6 months off?
Right.
Yeah, see? Way close.
See? So that was good. So you got all of them wrong. So good trying. You good? I'll give you a C- for effort.
Okay, I appreciate that.
So what do we have next on tap?
Well, the next one we have is by New Glarus.
Nice.
And it's their IPA.
Okay.
And this is in a bottle. So we had two then, the Raft, and then now this one. We're in a bottle. The rest of them are in cans.
12-ounce cans.
12-ounce cans, yes.
We didn't have any big 16-ounce cans or growlers.
No pot committed.
Yeah.
You know, when you open those big ones.
And we've usually had pretty good luck with New Glarus, haven't we?
Yeah.
They haven't been over the top. I mean, I like their Spotted Cow.
I was going to say, they're, of course, known for Spotted Cow.
And it's brewed in Wisconsin and only sold in Wisconsin.
Only sold in Wisconsin.
Well, that's definitely light.
It's
I can see my fingers through it.
Yeah, it's still not like that hazy color, though. These two are a lot lighter yellow, where this is, you know.
And the head, nice white foamy head.
Yeah. Did you have any info on this one? Or?
Oh, sure. I was getting a little...
You were getting thirsty or
I was
something.
getting thirsty. So 6.75 ABV.
Okay.
60 IBUs.
Ooh, that's a high.
Yeah, this is
the highest IBUs we've had today.
So it says, eminently drinkable at 60 IBU. This harmonious IPA was built to partner with food and friends. A legacy combination of old-school American hops with lively German and American newbies. Of course, dry hopping catapults this unique bouquet to your nose. Wow, that's a lot of fancy words.
It's like, wow.
Golden blonde and 15 degrees P.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, camouflages a substantial 6.75 ABV. Brewmaster Dan's riff on the American IPA tradition.
This one definitely has more of a stronger hop flavor.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But at 60 IBUs, I mean, that's quite a bit higher than what these other ones have been. And you can definitely taste the difference there.
But I mean, what's unique is like this hop flavor is not like a strong hop.
Right.
It's more of a muted hop. I mean, and the finish isn't as dry.
No.
Like a lot of the hot IPA ones.
Yep, I agree with you.
It's okay.
Yeah. I mean, this is more along the lines of what you would think an IPA.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Where it's going to be a little hoppier. Definitely like a crisp. Yes. Christmas to
Christmas.
Not
Get
Christmas.
Your mind out of the Christmas
crispness.
Yeah.
To it, you know, that more so than what the other ones did. You know, so it's not bad.
I mean, and again, unfortunately, I'm not the best advocate for IPAs. I don't like them very well, but I mean, this is again okay. I mean, I don't think we've actually had a stinker of all these.
No, none of these have been terrible.
Which is surprising. I mean, usually I didn't think that these would be really this good, but I mean,
we're 5 beers into this, and Jim hasn't made a face yet.
No, I mean, like the sours, I'll really be.
That's the crazy part. I'm like, what in the world?
So this is good. I mean, are you ready for your score? Or do you think?
Yeah, I'll go. I'm gonna go like a 2.7. Do I have a 2.7 open?
You got a 2.5, a 2.6, and a 2.7.
Oh, I already have a 2.7.
Yep.
Oh, I'll go 2.8 then.
All right,
because it's not bad as far as for like an IPA. You know, I think it's good. I definitely like it. Like I said, it has that. There's more of a hop flavor to it and that crispness to it than what the hazies do for sure. Because it's not a hazy. You know, it's more supposed to be like this. But I think they did a good job. It's got a good flavor.
You know, that's exactly where I got that. That slot is open, and I think it is like one of the better ones we've had today.
Yeah,
I mean, because I think like your words hit it straight on. This is kind of what I always envisioned IPAs would taste like. So for them to hit it kind of spot on, kudos to them. I mean, it's not offensive. I mean, I think you could still try it and have a beer. I mean,
yep.
Could I drink them all day? No. But I mean, it's not going to turn me away after the first one.
Right.
So that's good.
Yeah, I agree with you.
All right. Well, I don't think, even if I give you the last question, I don't think you can get out of the hole.
Okay. So double or nothing?
So what's the next beer we got?
Well, the next one is, this is by Goose Island. I don't know if you've ever heard of them.
Is this Bourbon County?
I was just going to say, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this brewery or not.
Bourbon County's got some really, really, really good barrel-aged beers.
Goose Island, they know what they're doing on the barrel aging side.
Yes.
So
now we're stepping out into a whole new arena, right?
Oh, yeah. This should be interesting.
Now, this is all barrel-aged, you're saying then, right?
No.
Oh, darn it.
Didn't say that at all.
Oh. Okay.
This is a New England Hazy IPA.
New England, okay.
Yep. 6.8% ABV, 20 IBUs. And what I found on Untappd for this beer it says an amazingly approachable, true hazy IPA. Hazy Beer Hug is filled with notes of peaches, white grapes, and guava.
Can you say that again?
Guava. Not lava, guava.
There you go.
Hazy Beer Hug makes sure your day is filled with bright, sunshiny haze.
Wow.
So now, if I remember right, this is kind of this Beer Hug is like a whole group of them, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's different types, like a sampler pack, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say?
Well, actually, because that's what I bought.
Oh, okay.
So I did buy it came in a 12-pack, 4 different flavors.
Okay.
And only for this episode, because it kind of tied into the other ones, we thought the hazy part of this one would kind of to
go with these other
match
ones.
with some of the other ones we got to kind of get a good feel for how the hazies are kind of taste. But on a future episode, hopefully we can tie in the other 3 that I found too.
Okay, yeah.
This will give us a good indicator, or I just pour them down the sink.
Right.
If they're not very good.
Exactly. So we'll see.
All right.
And they've got a beer on the can. Oh, bright.
Is it a bear or a beer?
A bear. A bear on the beer wearing shades.
Okay.
Holding a sign.
It's a little bit confusing.
Yeah.
Bear.
Yeah, you got to be careful, and just, Oh, it's definitely that same kind of lighter color as
bright yellow
as what the other hazies were.
Yep.
That's for sure.
And what'd you say the ABV was?
6.8.
All right. So we've kind of steadily worked our way up.
Yeah. Again, the first one, the Moon Ridge one, we weren't able to find the ABV, but it didn't taste like it was
right over the top.
It tasted like it fit right in with these.
Yep. Aroma, not much there.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've noticed on most of these. The new Glarus had, I think, the most aroma, but the rest of them are kind of muted.
Yeah, there's not much there. Very bright white ahead, very foamy. Not bad.
This one I can definitely taste some of the fruit in it.
Yeah, I mean compared to the last one we did, this probably would have been better with the Chaos and Earth Rider.
Yeah. Yep.
The flavor's
pretty good.
Yeah,
got a little hint of a sweetness to it,
but the dry there's not any dryness at all on the finish, the flavor, any of it. Not bad. Yeah, I mean.
I guess
to me, this is what's hard, because I'm a novice. If they call it an IPA, my head is telling me IPAs are hoppy.
Right.
And these hazy ones are definitely not in that category.
Mm-mm.
They're much more citrusy and fruity. So I guess I'm learning. So I guess for listeners out there too, I mean, if you're afraid of which IPA you want to start with a hazy.
I would.
In my opinion, I mean, I'd recommend that.
I would agree with you there.
I'm not saying that all hazy IPAs are the best beers ever. I'm just saying if you haven't had one and you want to try one, I think a hazy would be the place to start it.
I agree. That was well said, because it's definitely, you're not going to have that hop bite to them. Typically, they're usually really mellow, and on the finish, they're extremely smooth, more so than like your normal IPAs. So I don't know. It's good.
Yeah,
apparently they know what they're doing in the hazy IPA realm too. We'll see again when we try those other ones in an upcoming episode. That we'll see if it continues.
Yes,
you know. But this was good. I'm.
What do you think?
I'm going to 2.9.
Are you?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, because I'm trying to think if I would say it's better than the Sierra Nevada, because that was my highest rated one so far. Yeah, I guess I'll keep it at 2.9.
All right.
I do think it's very good, though. They did a good job.
So I think I'm gonna do what you said. I'm gonna give it a 3.1. I'm gonna say this is my best one today.
There you go. Yeah.
For some reason, those hazy IPAs do seem to taste a little bit better. And this one, even though the hazies I thought tasted really good, so 3.1. I mean, it's all of these. I'm surprised are like relatively close in score too.
Yeah. Yep.
So I mean, this is a good category.
Yeah, I think so. So yeah, I agree. Like I said, I was trying to say, okay, is it better than that one? And I could have went either way.
Yes,
sure. So yeah, I agree with you 100% on that, dude. That was good. So yeah, what you said earlier honestly sums this whole thing up. That if a new person, you haven't had an IPA before, start with a hazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not going to chase. I don't think a hazy is typically going to chase somebody off.
No, it's almost. I don't know if I can say this correctly, but they might be like the best summertime beer.
Yeah,
because they're very, very citrusy, fruity.
Yep. More
than a lot of even like a Pilsner or a lager. I mean, they're almost made like for a hot day.
Yes. Yeah, and that that little hint of sweetness. I mean, it's good, and there's not that hot bite to them. So I agree. I think you could drink a number of these, and all the hazy ones in this category today were better than I was expecting.
Yeah, and they're not over the top ABV wise.
Nope, the highest was 6.8.
Right, it's almost like the Oktoberfest, or right on the upper end of the Oktoberfest one. So not bad.
No, not bad at all. So yeah, I guess, the two that stood out to me, I guess, well, I have to stick with the Sierra Nevada for a normal pale ale.
Yep.
Very good. And I do think that hazy beer hug was my second favorite.
The Goose Island.
Yeah, by Goose Island. And even, the other two, I mean, the Chaos Pattern and the Earth Rider were very good as well. But I think of those three, I do think that the Goose Island one was just a little bit better, for me. And yeah, they did good.
And I think I am very surprised at myself just looking at our scores. I mean, our lowest one today was only at 2.5.
2.5. Yeah.
I mean, so I don't know if we're getting our palate more desensitized to the hops.
It could be. I don't know.
But I don't think we actually had any stinkers today.
No.
I think these were all decent beers. I would think that if anybody tried these same 6 by themselves, I would think they wouldn't get turned off by any of them.
No.
Which is, for me, for IPA non-drinker, that's very not easy to say.
Right.
So, I mean, if you're afraid of IPAs, like Mike said, try the hazies first, and then these other 3 that we had are definitely not bad.
Right.
I think you could still try them and drink them, and it'll kind of widen, like Mike has said, widen out your palate. Because, I mean, the more IPAs and sours you try, the better you're going to like them, the more tolerant you're going to be of them. So,
yeah, we should say tolerance. Because there's still some of those sours, and I'm like, ugh.
So, yeah, I think it was a great... Yeah. I'm glad we did this. I mean, I was hesitant because these have been sitting in my fridge for a while because I was afraid of what they might taste like. But I'm glad we did it. This was very good. I mean, I'm very surprised and glad that we did this one.
Yep, I agree 100% with you, man. I think they were all, was there unbelievable, the best one we've ever had? No, but we've had a lot worse.
Yes.
I mean, these were all very good, though. And
like, by a ranking above average.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Now, it wouldn't have been that long ago. You'd have rated every one of these like a 1.
Right.
So I got something in my eye just a minute.
Oh,
I'm almost like a proud dad.
I'm trying to expand my horizons.
Exactly. Awesome. Well, hey, this was good, man. Yeah, we'll see. Next week we'll look at it again. Maybe we'll visit
see there might be something back deep into the fridge again.
Yeah, exactly. You never know when you start digging in our beer fridges. It's like, oh yeah, I did buy that, didn't I?
So it was hid behind some barrel aged stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Crazy. Well, okay, awesome. Hey, Jim, thank you so much for being on here again.
No problem.
Welcoming you back from being gone for a week. Thank you for not making me feel too bad on those questions.
But I think that we enlightened everybody out there too.
Yeah,
you were close on a lot of them, so that's good.
I had no idea on any of that, so that's cool. There again, educating and entertaining,
enlightening always.
See, there we go. Awesome. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for paying attention and listening in on this IPA adventure today. And like we always say, we hope your campfire is always warm
and your beers are always cold.
See ya.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Northwoods Beer Guy podcast. If you have a question, a comment, or a beer you'd like us to review, please feel free to send us a message at northwoodsbeerguy@gmail.com. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you're on Untappd, look up Northwoods Beer Guy and send a friend request. Until next week, I hope all your campfires are warm and all your beer is cold.